Did you know you may qualify for a monthly Social Security rebate? Did you know you may qualify for a $0 monthly premium? That's right. You may qualify to get $148 added back to your Social Security check each month. Just call the Medicare Benefits line to get your options. It's a free call. You may also qualify for $0 premiums, dental coverage, vision coverage, hearing coverage, and prescription drug coverage. With this type of plan, you don't need Medicare supplement insurance. Call now because you deserve to get the most from your Medicare benefits, including a rebate to your Social Security check each month. Agents are standing by with free information regarding Medicare benefits. It's a free call with no obligation, but it could mean big savings for you. Call the Medicare Benefits line now to see if you're eligible for a Social Security rebate.
Call 800-359-0703, 800-359-0703.
Shake off the COVID blues and revitalize your home. It's time to get those carpets, tile, and upholstery looking good again. Call Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Now that things are opening up, friends and family are back together. Call Todd's to make sure your home looks its best. Todd specializes in carpets, upholstery, tile, grout, draperies, area rugs, and carpet repairs. They even clean your garage and driveway. Call a local company with a quality reputation you know and trust. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning, 702-595-0488.
Stream KPVM TV today. Stream on any device using the Local BTV app. Get the free streaming app from localbtv.com and stream KPVM TV 25. It's free, it's fast, it's easy. Do it now.
You got bills and you need some pay? Then come be a cowboy trucker at Ponderosa Dairies in Amargosa Valley. They're currently seeking experienced CDL drivers to haul hay, grain, and milk while earning up to $1,800 a week. This isn't a job, it's a career. Whether you hit the open road or drive around Nevada's biggest dairy, they offer a great wage, benefits, and 401k retirement package. If you have what it takes to be a good hand, isn't it time you ride for the brand? The beautiful Ponderosa Dairies are currently hiring qualified CDL drivers who have doubles and tankers endorsements, as well as the ability to drive a standard transmission. They're also in need of drivers for front-end loaders. If this is you, call for Ed now. 702-682-3339. Once again, 702-682-3339. Send an email with your information to ap@ponderosadairy.com. Join the family at Ponderosa Dairy.
At Cider Trudeau, we have a commitment to integrity. We treat you like a neighbor, not a number. We want to earn your friendship, trust, and business for life.
We strive to offer the most competitive pricing, consistently checking nationwide to ensure the best prices.
Life gets busy. Don't add to your stress. Whether you need sales, service, or auto body repair, we're conveniently just minutes away. You can even make an appointment online.
Buying at Cider Trudeau keeps your tax money local for roads, schools, and emergency services. Not to mention, you'll pay a lower sales tax here in Nye County.
We have Nye County's largest inventory and access to thousands more. If we don't have the car, truck, or SUV you're looking for, we will find it for you.
We service all makes and models. Our mechanics are Chrysler and ASE certified, giving you confidence and peace of mind.
Cider Trudeau is the only locally veteran-owned and operated franchise dealership in Nye County. We are proud to call Pahrump home. Come visit us in person or give us a call at 775-455-3435.
Find us online at cidertrudeau.com and like us on Facebook.
Thank you for once again voting the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza Best of Pahrump as #1 in vehicle sales and service 4 years in a row. Visit PahrumpCars.com to check out our amazing lineup of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, along with tons of high-quality pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. Plus, get your vehicle's value, a free credit score, even get pre-approved. Our goal is finding you the right vehicle and making it the right price. Need your vehicle serviced? PahrumpCars.com has you covered. Click on Service and Parts to schedule an oil change, tune-up, or any repair, big or small. Our ASE and GM trained technicians do it all. While you're there, check out our new accessories page and customize your ride today. All accessories can be shipped directly to you or be sent to the Auto Plaza for easy installation. That's PahrumpCars.com.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. Today's news is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New service and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hope you had a wonderful Halloween. Today is November 1st. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry. Welcome to this newscast.
All right. Well, a weekend of fun ended with a bang and huge flames at a local gas station here in town.
So we were dispatched for a report of a structure fire, and the fire was initially reported to be in the winery RV park. That was found to be inaccurate. It was literally located behind the winery supermart, located on 16th Street in the corner of Winery. And apparently the vehicle was returning from the dunes for a weekend, holiday weekend, and passerbys indicated there was smoke coming from the back of the trailer. The driver then pulled it into what he believed was a safe area, which was behind the Winery supermart, but unfortunately, originally it was located next to a propane refilling station. So when they found that they had a heavy fire, starting to present, they moved it up a little bit further in the parking lot, so to minimize the exposures. However, the fire conditions were growing so quickly. Crews arrived, they quickly got a handline on the trailer, but more importantly, they got the other handline on that propane tank, quickly cooled it, eliminated the explosion hazard, and then refocused back on the trailer. The trailer fire had extended, so when the first tank blew up from that levee, it blew the entire front portion of the trailer off and blew it in an outward fashion. And so it caused a lot of significant damage, and then it extended to the pickup truck. Now, you had mentioned that we were on another call. Some of the crew was. We were on a fatal motor vehicle accident on Highway 160. We had just cleared that call. We're returning when we had received the additional assignment. So the existing resources, both the Station 1 and 5, responded to the fire. Unfortunately, our crews arrived it was within 3 minutes. However, the fire had been burning while they were driving. So they simply didn't know they had a fire in the trailer. And then once they stopped, the fire presented through windows, they opened the man door at the front, and it just took off. And once that tank levied, that was it. They just went up. Yeah, so we had a lot of people who were returning from the dunes, saw the fire. There was a lot of traffic, pedestrian and vehicle traffic in the area. And of course, everyone was pulling over to see what's going on. And at one point, there was a report that listed that the supermart had actually exploded. That was never the case. The propane refilling station was protected. The buildings were protected. It was just the trailer and the back part of the truck. Yeah, so once that explosion occurred, it ignited some of the material that was stored in the bed of the truck. And including in there was 2 large cans of 91 octane fuel. So there was additional accelerants that were in an immediate area, but that was quickly quelled and that was no longer an issue. Well, it's undetermined at this point. That was a rental unit and most of the appliances had been turned off. So it's under investigation, but undetermined at this point. There were no injuries. I don't think when he initially pulled into that parking lot, he knew what he actually had going. I think he simply just pulled to a safe area away from everyone else because the fuel islands were occupied by other vehicles. So he came to the back end of the parking lot, away from everyone else, so he could investigate to see exactly what was going on. And then obviously their investigation revealed the fire.
In other area news, massive flames destroy a car on Highway 160 this weekend.
Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a vehicle fire on Friday night on South Highway 160 near Mans Road. Upon arrival, they found a fully engulfed passenger vehicle. The driver reported that she smelt smoke inside the engine compartment of the vehicle and pulled to the side of the road. That's when she said that the car ignited in flames. The driver was able to egress from the vehicle without injury. However, the car was a complete loss. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue crews were able to extinguish the blaze without further extension. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and auxiliary units arrived on scene and diverted traffic around the incident. No injuries were reported. And a 2-vehicle crash here in Pahrump results in major damage to one car.
2-vehicle crash yesterday at Dandelion in Idaho. From what I understand, it was a 2-vehicle rear-end type collision. Upon our arrival, all occupants were out of the vehicles and no one was transported from the scene. My understanding is one vehicle, all occupants denied injury. and the second vehicle, if they did have injuries, signed AMA. An AMA is basically what it stands for, is against medical advice. It means we assess them, they have some sort of injury or illness complaint that we're assessing them for, and if they decide not to be transported to the hospital, it's a waiver that releases us from medical liability for that person. It doesn't mean that they can't call us back later or be treated at the ER or urgent care. It just signs us as a release that we're not just leaving them on the sidewalk by themselves. It doesn't change any recourse of the accident, and they can call 911 again later on. They can self-transport to a care facility, however they like to do it. They can still, it doesn't deny their claim or their injuries. It's presented basically, okay, we understand you have an injury. If you're choosing not to go to the hospital, we've advised you of your injury, whether it be life-threatening or not, and that's our follow-up to saying we didn't just walk away from you. You decided on your own free will that you did not want to go to the hospital with us.
And the Pahrump Senior Center holds its annual dance, raffle, and costume contest at their place on Basin Avenue this weekend. Ann Harris with the Senior Center tells us all about it.
We had a great night tonight. We've had a lot of fun. We had a beautiful dinner, lots of dancing, great DJ. That was Deanna. We had a great time on our annual Halloween party this year. Little smaller crowd than we expected, but there's a lot going on in town, so I understand that. We were very happy, and I think everybody had a really great time. We had a lot of dancing, a lot of fun. Yeah, we did. We had some great giveaways, some beautiful dream catchers, and some really nice stuff people donated. It was a great night. Great place. Everybody has a nice time, social time. They enjoy their meals. We have entertainment sometimes with Bill Watson and the Glam Girls come in, and just 7 hours medical information. We have bingo size twice a week. We have a lot of stuff going on. You just have to come by and check it out. Absolutely. We've had a lot of people meet new friends. We've even had a few romances come out of this and a few marriages. Monday through Friday, 11:30 to 12:30, we serve lunch. We have coffee available in the morning and always have some goodies with that. And like I said, lots of fun things to do all day long. We do have Meals on Wheels as well. For those who are homebound and need Meals on Wheels, you can reach us here at the center as well. We serve 7 frozen meals a week. So you get 7 meals brought out to your home, 1 meal a day, and we're more than happy to help anybody that's homebound. We're located at 1370 West Basin. We're inside of the Sunset Community Mobile Home Park. It's right inside the park. You can't miss it. Come into the main driveway, into the parking lot, and we're right there. Our number is 775-727-5008. I am at Extension 4, Transportation is at Extension 3, and Meals on Wheels is Extension 1. So if you have any questions about any of that, please give us a call.
Well, you've probably heard of the Evil Eye, but after the break, we're telling you about the Spook Eye events at the Calavada Eye. We'll be right back.
Hurt in a wreck and don't have health insurance or money for co-pays and deductibles? No problem.
At Lerner & Rowe, we can get you the medical treatment you need with no out-of-pocket cost.
And we don't get paid till we win your case.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Issues of violent crime, opioid and fentanyl abuse, and mental illness in our communities and detention centers are personal to me. By partnering with the county, obtaining the ICE contract, I created 35 new jobs at no cost to the county or the public. Those jobs allowed me to reopen the Tonopah Jail and staff both jails safely, added 24/7 in-house medical and mental health services. I will continue to implement technology to ensure safety and transparency. Vote for results, not promises. Vote Sharon Worley.
This annual enrollment period, the Medicare Resource Center by AMA is where you can get local advice on your Medicare plan options in Pahrump and Las Vegas. If your costs keep going up or you want to see what new plans are available for 2023, we have local agents, local advice, at no cost to assist you. Visit us inside Pahrump Intermountain Healthcare every Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or call to book an appointment. The annual enrollment period ends December 7th.
Soaring inflation, gas at $5 a gallon, and fentanyl streaming across our border. And what's our Congressman Stephen Horsford doing? He's been working on defunding the police. Horsford doesn't care. He doesn't even live here. This year, we have a choice. Sam Peters, a military combat veteran awarded the Bronze Star in Afghanistan, a father and a small businessman who calls Nevada home, endorsed by our police, ready to fight for us in Congress.
I'm Sam Peters, and I approve this message.
My wife and I got in a wreck with our kids, and after that happened, we decided to call Lerner and Rowe. The money that we got from the settlement was definitely life-changing, and it's helped us out so much.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Lisa Spahitz and Mike Plasmeyer at Country Financial Insurance. Auto, home, life, and commercial. 775-727-8920.
Well, you heard Unette talking about it right before the break. The Calvada Eye was transformed last night into a spooky Halloween event, thanks to the Pahrump Rotary Club and many other entities. The inaugural Spook Eye Halloween event in the Calvada Eye was a huge success. Thousands of ghosts and goblins lined up for all of the trunk or treat and booths that participated in this year's Halloween event. It all happened in the Calvada Eye on Walt Williams Drive. Participating was the Pahrump Valley Rotary, the Kiwanis Club of the Pahrump Valley, KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio, Sheriff Sharon Worley, Sheriff Candidate Joe McGill, the Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, Battle Born Financial, First Choice Pregnancy Center, the Disabled American Veterans, Miss Pahrump and her court, the Pahrump Print Solutions, the Pahrump Four Wheelers Club, American First National Bank, the V Squad, Line by Line Real Estate, Candidate John Rice, Nevada Realty, the Master Gardeners, the VFW Writers Club, and so many more. The area where the duck pond was turned into a spooky event. We hope to do this again next year. We want to thank so many people, including Estates 411, Industrial Light and Power, Ski Senski, and Joe's Sanitation for participating and helping out with all of the festivities for this Halloween spectacular.
Well, unfortunately, 2 burros are killed and a dually pickup truck is destroyed during a recent crash. Now, Fire Chief Scott Lewis says that drivers should slow down in certain areas and take extra precautions so you can stay safe.
So as we were finishing up a structure fire, this was very early morning hours, we were dispatched for a report of a 2-vehicle accident, and the vehicle accident was described as a head-on collision, unknown the extent of injuries. So as we were responding, we were notified, in fact, it was not a head-on collision with 2 vehicles, it was a vehicle versus 2 burros. Occupied vehicle and fire department assisting and helping clear the scene of the resulting debris. There's an awareness piece and there's an operational piece. So the awareness piece is be aware that they're there. They're in that entire area. They travel at night when it's dark, and it's getting darker earlier now, so that's going to increase the risks. But know that they're there and take the precautions. Make sure you use your high beams when you're not opposing traffic. Slow down. It gives you a greater opportunity. If the burro does come out in front of you, there won't be as much damage. Help protect you, your vehicle, and possibly the burro. And just take all the precautions. Don't take unnecessary risks in these areas, and certainly don't speed.
And a Pahrump man is arrested for allegedly threatening a female with knives. Deputies with the Nye County Sheriff's Office report that they have arrested an individual by the name of Anthony Romero for 1 count of DUI, 1 count of attempted murder, and 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon. On October 24th, deputies were dispatched to a residence here in Pahrump for a report of a female who said that her husband had threatened her with knives. She had taken shelter at a neighbor's house. Upon arrival, deputies say that they had met with the female and an individual identified as Anthony Romero. They say that they could detect an unknown odor of alcohol coming from the person, and his eyes were bloodshot and watery, and his speech was also slightly slurred as he reported that he was in a domestic situation, denied hitting his wife, and also refused to submit to a field sobriety test and any type of chemical testing. The female allegedly told police that her husband had come home after getting his car washed and that he accused her of being with another man. At that time, he became very agitated, grabbed some knives from the kitchen drawer and cornered her in an area in the living room. She attempted to get away, but he was able to trap her and told her, allegedly, that he was going to kill her. At that time, she thought that she was going to die. She was eventually able to get away from him and run to the neighbor's residence, and that is where she called.
Hi, this is David with eCells e-bikes, located right here in Pahrump, Nevada. We were the first manufacturer in the world to offer twin motor, twin battery, full suspension designed e-bikes. eCells e-bikes, ECELLS.com, 702-960-2015. You come on by, we'll give you a free ride and check out one of these babies.
Soaring inflation, gas at $5 a gallon, and fentanyl streaming across our border. And what's our Congressman Stephen Horsford doing? He's been working on defunding the police. Horsford doesn't care, he doesn't even live here. This year, we have a choice. Sam Peters, a military combat veteran awarded the Bronze Star in Afghanistan, a father and a small businessman who calls Nevada home, endorsed by our police, ready to fight for us in Congress.
I'm Sam Peters, and I approve this message.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. Also brought to you by Silver State Health. Visit silverstatehealth.org or call 702-471-0420 for an appointment. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, Nye County commissioners approve zoning changes and waivers that will allow Burger King to continue advertising on 2 off-premises signs in Pahrump. The Regional Planning Commission approved the practices and the franchise's request last month. And after a short discussion about sign spacing requirements, commissioners ultimately agreed with the RPC's recommendations. Nye County Director of Planning Brett Wagner helps explain the need for those changes.
These are some existing signs that have been there for quite a while. They did get damaged a year and a half ago in one of the storms that we had. Did require them to be reconstructed, and this was just an opportunity to get them into a legal status. So that's all we're doing here.
Can you tell me the as part of the ordinance, the 750 feet from all other existing premises signs on the same side of the street? I understand it went back before the board, but before the Planning Commission. There was a vote taken and a recommendation. Are there not other existing signs to these parcels, adjacent to these parcels?
There is. I couldn't tell you specifically what that distance is between, but that was part of the waiver request that was granted by the Planning Commission, was for that variance that they weren't able to meet the 750 feet. But it's kind of hard to meet that, even just across the highway, for instance. It's going to be hard to be 750 feet.
I understand.
So we end
That's
up with
why I
that.
wanted clarification. So they're not in compliance according to the ordinance. They applied for a waiver. The waiver was granted, and here we are for the public hearing.
Okay, if the 750 feet is a problem, and it's maybe going to continue to be a problem, should we perhaps look at changing that and making it a shorter distance so we're not up here a lot? Or do you think that'll be any more of an issue in the future?
Well, it's an issue we run into. Thank goodness we don't really get a whole lot of off-premise sign requests, so it's not something that, comes up too often. Anytime we go and try to do anything with the sign code, it doesn't go very far, and it kind of gets pushed off to the side. So I wouldn't say a big enough issue that really would necessitate or warrant a code amendment, just because it's fairly infrequent. And we do have a process to address that through the waiver process in the RPC. So,
And one of those signs at issue is located on a parcel at the corner of Rainbow Avenue and State Route 160. The other is also along Route 160 between Homestead Road and Calvada Boulevard. Both signs have been in those locations since Burger King opened here in Pahrump back in 1997.
And we have your health report right now. We're going to be talking, Susan Albers has some information about what is happening this Sunday when we fall back an hour. If you've noticed that your mood is starting to change, you're not alone. Albers with Cleveland Clinic says some people may start experiencing seasonal affective disorder this time of year.
Seasonal affective disorder is caused by the change in light and your circadian rhythms. When there are short, cold, dark days, we experience less sunlight. This interrupts the release of serotonin and melatonin, which impact our sleep and our mood. There is also a drop in vitamin D because we get vitamin D from the sunlight.
Dr. Albers says a person may feel sad, lose interest in activities they once enjoyed, lack energy, have difficulty sleeping, and experience a change in diet. The good news is there are ways to help cope with these symptoms. She says one of the easiest things you can do is spend more time outdoors, which she knows is hard to do in colder weather. However, exposure to sun can make a big difference and boost your vitamin D levels. You could even sit near a window with the shades open for a few minutes each day. A light therapy lamp is another option.
This is a lamp that you put on your table for 20 minutes in the morning, and it helps to mimic some of that sunlight, which can produce a lot of the feel-good chemicals in the brain that we absorb from sunlight.
Well, Dr. Albers says if you notice your symptoms aren't improving with time or seem to be getting worse, you should speak with a mental health professional.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Oh, we had some wind today.
Yes, it is windy, and those winds are bringing in cooler temperatures. We'll take a closer look at our forecast after the break.
"2022 has been nicknamed the Great Resignation. If you find yourself in this situation and want to change careers, why not invest in yourself and build your own business? A career in real estate is one where hard work is rewarded with unlimited income. Sound good? We have an online pre-licensing school available. Call me, Norma Jean, at 775-209-5819.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. Welcome to November 1st. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studio. So great to see you here on a Tuesday night. And what a resplendent weather map we have. Fernley, 61 degrees, 68 out in Fallon and Carson City. You never get the cool spot award. Tonight, you win, 56 degrees. 58 out there in Tonopah, 61 in Goldfield, 71 in Beatty. Amargosa, dang near the hot spot, 75 degrees. But Vegas, you take the honor, 76 degrees. Way to go. Out in Death Valley, it's pleasant at 88 degrees. And here in the Paradise Pahrump, let's take a look. We're looking at like 72 degrees. That's our current temperature. It was 75 just a little bit earlier. Not too bad. Winds out of the south-southeast at 22 mile per hour average wind speeds. We're seeing some gusts up to 50 miles per hour. And that wind advisory pretty much extends from Las Vegas north. Everything north of Las Vegas, we're going to see a bunch of wind till about 9 o'clock tonight. Sun rose this morning at 7:06. It's going to set this evening early, 5:47, as we careen towards winter. And the low tonight at 55 degrees, not too shabby. But those winds, 21 mile per hour. I hope it's like maybe blowing away a bunch of stuff. Let's take a look at next week. What do we see? Clouds. Oh my goodness. 7 days of clouds. Enjoy that. Looks like they're building. And by Thursday, it's going to turn into rain. We're going to see 18 mile per hour winds. Not so pleasant. Rain blowing sideways and freezing temperatures tonight. We're going to see some snow? Well, we'll find out. 32 degrees for low predicted on Thursday. It looks like we do a rebound Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be a pretty nice weekend, actually. Temperatures up in the upper 60s, 68 degrees on Sunday. Not too bad. Finishing out in the low 60s as we look into the future, and we'll see if that weather turns into something more along the lines of rain. Anytime you see this much wind, I always get suspicious. All right, back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Thanks so much, John.
Well, we have some cooler temperatures on the horizon.
That's right.
Quite a few, huh?
Oh, yes. But we can handle it. It's that time of year. It's fall.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll see everybody back here tomorrow night into our second day of November.
That's right. It's officially holiday season now.
All right. From all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio, have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
All right. Good night.
Silver State Health Services is dedicated to building a healthy community, and now is the time to get your child vaccinated. Children 5 years and older are now able to get the vaccine and help keep everyone healthy. Make your appointment today at silverstatehealth.org.